and welcome to a visual novel. I just thought that I'm doing a bunch of I'm doing two series of I'm doing one series right now. I'm about to be doing another tomorrow. But I figured I haven't done a visual novel, and I actually do have an okay speaking voice. I do have a glass of water in case I do need it, so if you see me get a water, that's why, because it's a visual novel. You're going to be hearing me, kind of talk, You really don't even really need to have video for this if you just want to listen to the audio. Before we begin, that is loud. You guys, it's not as loud for you guys, but I need to turn this down. I'm gonna have this in Japanese. Okay. So extra. What is extra? Ooh, whoa, that's broken. Okay. Well, let the story begin, shall we? The only thing I know about this is it's about a robot who has emotions, and it's sort of a dictation of it's like a robotics law. I can't remember what it's named, but it's called. It's like had the 3 laws to it. But the question is, if a robot has emotions, it can feel stuff. Does it have a soul? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get a drink of water because I just came back from a workout and I am tired. There it is, the 3 laws of robotics. A robot may not injure a human or through inaction allow a human to come harm to them. A robot must obey the orders given to it by the one possessing control or authority, except which such orders would be conflict with the first law. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's awesome. I'm glad they sort of picked up my slack here. October 12th. Us. How about us? We'll go with us. Because you guys are with the journey with me. There was a lot of widths. I'm sorry about that. Alright, let me get nice and comfortable because this is going to be a long ride. Let me just move this camera a little bit. There we go. Let me make sure you guys can see me better. You guys can kind of see me. Let me just move it. Right. That'll do. I don't care too much. I reflexively cover my eyes. I'm assuming because I just woke up, neon signs are blindingly bright as oh, he just stepped outside. And those animated holoverts are even worse. I hope that's not too loud. Come on, they do that sound of those hollers would be shot. They're all giving me a headache. I can't think straight with all this audio in my ear. This place has really changed in the last few years. Okay. Korea's really come up in the world. All around you can see signs of progress. Can you guys see the mouse? If you guys can, no, okay, you guys can't. Maybe a bit too fast. Too soon. Maybe if I just close my eyes. It's gonna be really slow pace starting. I already know that, so this will be a long episode. Nope, nothing's changed. In fact, the signs look even brighter. Maybe I'm just feeling a bit out of it. Could be the weather. Change of scenery is in order. I'll take a shortcut home. Get away from this visual audio assault. I know exactly what you mean. That was loud. You guys, it's not as loud for you guys as it will be for me listening to this, because I'll probably tone down the audio a bit. But it was. Oh God. Whew. That's better. Just what the doctor ordered. Some nice, weird, oddly peaceful piano music. I think that's piano. It could be the harp. You can still hear the noise in the distance, but at least it's faint now. Gotta admit, this place has a spooky vibe. No one's around, plus the area looks pretty run down. I've expected a ghost to pop out as I walk along. Still, my eyes sure appreciate the break. I think that's 9 dots. I just can't read. Yeah, that's 9 dots. A massive building on the side catches my attention. K Robotics Co. Ltd. Bet that's what it says on the main gates. One of the biggest robotic manufacturers. The world renowned. Even I've heard of them. Get a lot of news coverage being a frequent topic around school as well. The company's claim to fame. Claim to frame? I'm gonna assume fame is what they meant there. There's actually put an R, but I'll give them benefit of that. It's actually not made in U.S. I think this was made in Korea actually. Claim to fame as their advanced Android series. Not that I would know, despite being bombarded by marketing everywhere. For me, I'm the kind of a person who prefers analog clocks over digital, pianos over synthesizers, acoustic guitars over electric. I disagreed on 2 of 3 of those. I can tell time with the analog clock, but I can't. I do agree with the piano because piano music is a lot nicer than synthesizers, but I like the electric guitar just a tiny bit more than acoustic. And finally, real people ever in 2 out of 4. I agree with them. 2 out of 4. Spot what appears to be crumpled hills of metal in the distance. Yep, their junkyard is my shortcut home. Totally illegal, of course. So I don't intend to get caught. Here we are. The scrapyard for all lost hopes and dreams. Everything here's automated. No one's watching the place. Well, there are these tin can-like bots that scurry around like spiders. Probably sort all this junk for any good stuff. And then there's a lone sentry bot. As long as I don't let it spot me, no alarm goes off. It's worked for me so far. After all, robots are fundamentally stupid. Like my classmate told me. That company's dumping ground. I heard you can still find some real goodies from time to time. I have to sneeze. If you're lucky, that is. Sadly, I've scoped this place out on previous trips, and so far, I've come up empty. Guess Lady's Elect's just not with me. Oh, I can't tell what's useful, as I'm not really a robophile. That does sound like something that would be a thing. Don't ask me why, but I think it is. Oop, crap. Can you guys still see me? I think you guys can see me better now, actually. Let me look. If I move this down some. Yeah! There we go. I'm sorry. Sorry for the cut. Knowing me, it's probably both. Whatever. Didn't come here for a treasure hunt anyway. I'm just get nice and relaxed. Let the peaceful music and the calming jackhammer mellow you out. Forget about the scrap. This is only a shortcut home. Cutting through this place, I can shave off almost 10 minutes. Risky, but worth it. I intentionally ignored the no trespassing signs scattered all over the place. However, today was different. As I started making my way through, something caught my eye. Is that ahead of me? Can barely make it out. Squinting. Come closer. It looks like... Wait. A person? A woman. Lying on the ground. She's not moving. Unconscious? Maybe she's hurt? Or something worse? Growing a bit concerned, I forget about all the sentry. Had I just stumbled upon a crime scene that might end up with tomorrow's morning's headline news? She needs help. Since I'm the only one around. What a hero I am. We are. Sorry. I dashed towards the fallen man to lend assistance, but as I get close, I stop in my tracks. I had to do a double take. That's no woman. You gotta be kidding me. It's so close to the real deal. 2 eyes closed tightly shut. Platinum-hued hair that seemed to almost sparkle. From afar, it looks like a person. But up close, there's no mistaking it. An android. Thanks for the random achievements. Useless piece of junk. Don't scare me like that. though I've never owned an android. I've seen quite a few around me. Louis Miles look like the real McCoy, at least from a distance. It's pretty advanced tech, scary advanced. To our confusion, androids are imprinted with serial codes. Each model has its own unique number. I spot the android's code near its belly. I blow off the dust to get a better look. It reads PIM-001. Number 1. The design that I've never seen before. Maybe it's a prototype. It looks brand new. If so, then what's it doing here? Failed experiment? It's caked with dust from head to toe. All in all, it's a pretty sad sight. Also hasn't moved a single inch. I need to move my webcam because I've just thought in my head you guys not be able to read along with me. There. Now you guys can read along with me if you so want to. It hasn't moved a single inch. Looks like it's out cold. Hey, wake up. Curiosity gets the better of me. I decide to test it out. Voice recognition is a standard feature for all androids nowadays. Let's see if it responds to my voice. Nope. Hey, say something! Still nothing. Come on, I'm gonna cut you open at this rate. Deliver a light kick to the robot's leg. I just hit my wall. Whoa, okay. Oh, her eyes are morbid. That's some scary looking shit. Upon contact, it starts to show a sign of life. Its arm spasm as the thing chortles out beeping sounds. Still pretty rigid. The scene looks like it was plucked straight out of an old sci-fi film. Looks like it's running on reserves power. I guess it's still got a bit of juice left. Those jittery movements are making me feel a bit nervous. The light in its eyes have yet to return. I begin to spot a pattern in its actions. It looks as if it's greeting me with a wave, trying desperately to keep my attention. I glance around. I hear a screeching sound nearby. Sound of metal being crushed. It's probably those little robots doing their jobs. I can tell that they're close. They'll probably reach this place in less than 10 minutes. And shred this android into 1,000,000 pieces. Its existence will soon come to an end. I kind of feel sorry for this thing. I begin to sympathize with the robot because I realized just how much trouble it was in. Despite being dusty, it's still in a pretty good shape. Some polish, it looked pretty decent. Even in its current condition, the thing'd still be in service. So, why was it chucked? What happened to its product launch? Looking at it like that, it'd be a waste. All of that hard work down the drain? Maybe with a bit of tinkering, I might be able to get it up and running again. Part of me was starting to pity the robot, but the other part was calling me an idiot. I don't need an android in the first place. Plus, I don't even like them. Choose one around the house. It's unthinkable. My father none be too happy about it. I prefer classical music over rock. Classic literature over pulp fiction. And finally, humans over androids. Let's face it, I have no use for an android. Eventually, this robot will be scrapped, but the old parts recycled, with the whole cycle starting anew. Oh shit. Alert! Intruder detected. Damn it. I've been spotted by that guard robot, the most troublesome one. If I don't make a run for it, I'm screwed. Leaving it would be the smart thing to do. I gotta go. See ya. Hope you guys are enjoying the softer tone. You guys never really hear my softer voice. There's gotta be something wrong with me. What the fuck? Okay, brought it with me. But smart's never my strong suit. Now I'm lugging this thing home. And I'm already starting to regret it. Back in my room, I try to scrub some of the filth off its chassis. I do my best I can with a rag soaked in water. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. But I'll have to do for now. Guess it makes sense the thing be waterproof. But no harm done. Now for the next issue. How do I interact with this thing? Hey, you. Where? Its arms begin to flail. Respond! Where? If you don't want to be thrown away again, just show me something. Where? Anything besides flailing your arms? I take it that's a no. Where? Should have left you in the junkyard. Someone aggravating. Like talking to a brick wall. This is why I hate machines. They're stupid. And this hunk of junk seems a few transistors short of a motherboard. I'm starting to get a little ticked off. Why did I even bother? Don't do something you might regret. This old saying has never been wrong. Okay, deep breath. Let's consider all possibilities. Maybe it's unreserved power. A recharge might do the trick. I grab a power cord and... Wait a minute. Hey, where am I supposed to plug this thing in? Where? Never used an Android before, so obviously I wouldn't know. Maybe your nose? Where? Maybe it's just my imagination, but I don't think it likes that prospect. Perhaps it's trying to tell me that I'm wrong. I imagine the android with an electric cord. I imagine the android with an electric cord up its nose. Be quite a sight. I wouldn't try plugging it into the nose, but I would try plugging it in. Try it! Yeah! Alright, come here, you. I approach the robot with a 220 volt plug in my hand. Now I could definitely tell that it was panicking. Out of pity, I decided not to push it. Damn it! How should I power this thing? Examine the robot carefully. Maybe I've missed something? Huh? It's starting to jerk its body from side to side. Seems like it wants to turn around. Something on your back? Taking the hint, I take the back of its head. Let's see. What have we here? There's a small compartment at the base of its neck. I move its protective lid. These look like input ports. Bingo. Let's give it a go. Looping the power cable around, I plug it in. That did it. Oh boy, activating primary systems. Success. Finally, we've got liftoff. Initiating application startup. Attempt failed. Huh? Insufficient power supply. System protection activated. Application startup process failed. Entering power saving mode. Warning! No ownership records have been found. Initiating setup in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What the heck is going on? Whoa. Okay. Confirming voice recording. What the heck is going on? Save complete. Wait, hold on a second. I frantically latched on the robot. Scanning fingerprints. Pulse normal. Temperature normal. Save complete. Say what now? I let go of the robot immediately. Retina scan in progress. Confirming. Save complete. It's on a roll. And I don't think it's about to stop anytime soon. Registering client ID. Please state your name. What is happening? Verifying your name. Is what is happening your correct name? What do you think? Name verification failed. Re-registering client ID. Please state your name. Name verification failed. Verification on hold. Save complete. Registration complete. Okay. Is it done? Abruptly, silence. It felt as if a tornado had just ripped through the scene. I gripped my head in frustration. I really shouldn't have brought this thing home after all. This is already the third time regretting it today. Why do I keep punishing myself? This robot's facing me. Its eyes still have that vacant look, like having a porcelain doll on the shelf. At least the creep factor has gone down a notch since it moved. I decided to throw a few questions at it. Hey, I'm gonna ask you something, so listen up and try to answer. You can do that, right? Work. Its head tilts slightly to the side. I'll take that as a yes. Better than I expected, given our track record. Moving on. Talk to the android. Why would I want to talk to myself here? So, what exactly are you? I can only tell it was a mistake. You don't have a name? Model name, Lucy Valentine, PIM-001. Okay. And what's the PIM stand for? That's a mouthful. Versatile. Latest features. I wasn't expecting those words from a piece of junk that can move its arms up and down a moment ago. In short, your name is Lucy Valentine. The android named Lucy is waiting for my next words. Let's try taking a closer look. Oh, I don't actually do that, okay. Oh, I do! It looks as good as new after the wiping I gave it, even though the clothes are still dirty, but I wouldn't want to touch there either. It says it's an alluring visage and slender figure. Regardless of gender, I have to admit that it truly is a beautiful design. I spot something on its left ear. A receiver? Or what looks like a teenage girl. Guess that's what they were aiming for. I can tell that a lot of effort had been put into creating this android. Even I can tell it's a premium model. It'd be a waste to throw it away. Am I done? Oh, I gotta check the skirt. Why? Okay, it showed the skirt. You saw that, right? I'm not just being weird. It showed the skirt. Take a close look at the android's eyes. They're blue. And they don't look blue to me. They look green. I don't know. They look kind of green to me. Strikingly realistic, as expected from technology. One whole generation ahead of LED lights. His eyes do look quite real. Whoa, she's looking at me. Suddenly those peepers shift over to me. Naturally, I meet their gaze. Is that so? I'm gonna let the robot speak for itself. I'll just talk for me. I take it back. Creepy factor's still there. I decide not to look at them again. They make me feel uncomfortable. See, look! There's a thing for this. Can I look at anything besides this chick? Take a gander at the robot's moist, glossy lips. Okay, we go with this. Hard to believe those belong to the same robo-clunky voice. See if we can change that. What's the deal with your voice? So I've got 10 choices. No reply. Why can't you use them right now? And the solution is... it's just like a fucking phone. Right here. Just like a phone. How long does it take for a full recharge? 8 hours? Yeah, that's a phone. The electricity doesn't go through the roof. I believe I'm acting like a skinflint in front of a robot. Silly. Forget about power save mode. What's system protection mode? And how do we get to that? Great. Nope. Come again? Listen. Listen, you talking toaster! I'm this close to throwing you out. Well, I'll have to take it to a repair shop first thing tomorrow. Where's that place open again? What? I'm starting to tell if it's dirt from my monitor or not. No, that's dirt on her. I decided to take a look at the robot's ears. I haven't asked you anything yet. What? Do I need to check the skirt? Because the circle's on the skirt, and I don't know why I'm holding this bottle. I'm better when I have something in my hands. I fidget. Take a look at the body. Oh, here we go. You knew you guys were gonna get into something like this. I hope. Like, any nudity is blurred, in case that was given or not. Like, I think half naked's fine. You know, bikinis and whatnot. I think that's so good. But full-on nudity, no. You guys aren't seeing any of that. Now take a look at the body itself. The shirt's that midriff fashion. It's quite exposed overall. For a male clientele, the chest area seems a little... Not that I care or anything. How long am I gonna have to check this fucking robot? Can you move properly now? Which ones are you talking about? Okay, that's enough. What planet did this thing come from? From now on, try to keep things simple. Oh, I got a new item in my inventory. Thanks, Steam. Fuck you. Gonna mess up my recording, Steam. Fucking dickhead. Can you walk? Keeps getting better. Fixing is the only option, it seems. I think I'm starting to get the picture now. Just do a little recap. First, the sender's name is Lucy Valentine. Second, it's supposed to be a top-of-the-line model. Third, as of now, it's no better than a talking tin can. And there you have it. No choice. Guess I'll take it in for repairs. I'm not exactly rolling in greenbacks. But if worse comes to worse, maybe I can still pawn it for a little bit of change. It's not like I'll feel guilty about it or anything. Now, who will actually fix you? Heard of this antique shop. That's close to my school, and they do robot repairs on the side. So they're my best bet. Pay them a visit tomorrow. But at what time? I guess the morning's the best option. I'll leave the robot with him and pick it up on my way home from school. That's it for now. Try to save some energy for tomorrow. That was pretty fast shutdown. I groan as I reach out to catch his falling. I carefully place it against the wall and straighten out its clothes. Whew. What a day. I'm totally drained. I hope tomorrow will be more peaceful. I'm already out of water. Fuck me. We need to get more, so I'll do a cut here in a minute. I'm not reading this twice. Three laws of robotics. May 3. Doctor. Were we in October? I don't know why, but I thought we were in October. I've endured this far with just one goal in mind. There hasn't been a single day where I could rest. It's become natural to go to bed at the crack of dawn. I don't recall the last time I've been home. Thinking back, it's been quite a long while. 15 years. 15 years have passed since I've started this project, but the end is near. 15 years of hard work and determination. After all this time, the fruits of my labor may finally be realized. How long have I yearned for this day? I'd almost given up on you many times, but I persevered. Oop. Finally succeeded. I barely managed to hold back the tears. I'll remind myself that it's still too early to celebrate. I must restrain my exuberance. I'm teetering on the brink of complete exhaustion. You and me both. I'm really tired. Been pushed physically and mentally to my limit. I've become a shell of my former self. The last 15 years have taken a huge toll on me. I cannot wait any longer. That is why. Please, please open your eyes. Lucy Valentine. Backstory. That was nice. I'm assuming we're now going to go back to me. It just says you, but you know, us. I'm just playing the voice for your character. I'm sorry if you're a female. I can't do female voices, which is why I have the robot talk for itself, because there's voices for the robot. I have a speech impediment, I guess. I have no idea. Good God. Alright, let's do this. Shit, that's a loud alarm clock. Tap. I shut off the alarm by reflex. I groggily get up to check the time. Clock reads 6:30 a.m. School starts at 8 sharp. Took me 30 minutes to get there, so I have about 1 extra hour. There's plenty of time left. I'm still feeling tired. Back to bed. I do the exact same thing. I know this guy gets me, because he is me. Get it? Ha ha. I don't know jokes. Losing my hands, I lay back down. I decided to catch some more Z's. I'm waiting for the alarm to go off again. Whoa! After a brief moment, I get back up. I realize that I've been forgetting something. Come to think of it, wasn't there, I look around for the android. There it was, dressed in provocative clothing, with a tall nose, luscious lips, and hair glinting in silver. The android named Lucy came into my view. Lucy. As I call out to her, I'm greeted by an immediate reaction. It seems to be revving itself up. It mutters something and starts to rise off the floor. But with looks no different to those of a real person. Also with a pretty face to boot. Don't get the wrong idea. Just because it's attractive doesn't mean I'm interested, since it's a robot. In other words, it's like checking out a girl from a magazine. Except that feeling is amplified tenfold in this case. Although technology is improving, a huge gap remains between humans and robots. You can't approach a person like you would with a robot, no matter how close a robot could simulate a human being. Machine and man will always be different. As I continue staring at the android, I think to myself, what kind of greeting should I be using here? Good morning? Did you sleep well? They all feel out of place. I decided to ask about her condition instead. How are your battery levels? Good to know. I let out a yawn and... Actually, let me do it for you. As I make my way over to the bathroom. What an amazing bathroom. 20 out of 20 right here. Finishing up my morning ablutions, I dry myself up with the towel as I head downstairs. So he took a shower or did he take a shit? I think he did both. Oh boy. Entering the living room, I spot a couple of plain sandwiches on the table. Grabbing one, I start munching down. It's always the same sandwich from the convenience store just across the street. While chewing, it's around the living room. Oh, it's gonna get rain, and my father's already left for work. He always leaves early and returns late at night. Actually, he typically spends the night at work. That's how it is around here. Head back to my room. Oh, okay, open the curtains. Android is waiting for me in the exact same spot. Looks like it hasn't budged an inch. It's expected from a robot. But that's aside, it's just prepare for school. Packing my bag, I start to wonder if the robot has any magical self-regenerating abilities. How do you feel now that you're fully charged? Are you able to walk? His head slowly turns to... That is always going to be creepy. Keep things simple, remember? Still? But you're a real pain. Anyway, I understand. I'm even gonna make the attempt to fix it myself. I'm way out of my depth here. I'll see what happens once I take it to the repair shop. Just about finished packing. Only thing left is the android itself. So, how am I gonna lug this thing? Place it. I'd rather try and carry it on my back than place it in the backpack. Guess there's no other choice. It's too big to fit. I'm assuming it's a school bag, so it wouldn't fit in a school bag. I kneel down facing away from the robot. Alright, hop into my back. It tilts its head to the side, looking confused. After noticing that, I start to get a little irritated. Top of the line? Yeah, right. Am I supposed to explain every little thing? Listen up. Put your arms around my neck and climb onto my back. Can you do that? It follows my instructions to the letter. Confirming request. Stop! I surrender! The strangling grip loosens. I collapse to my knees in a coffee fit, think I nearly blacked out there. Are you trying to murder me? There's no need to put that much force into it. Just do it enough to not fall off. Honest to God, thought I was a goner. That thing's got a steel vice chokehold. Android should look to be a world wrestling champion. Okay, let's try that again. Second time's the charm. Rising off the floor, brace myself for the extra weight. Huh? But lo and behold, it was deceptively light. Think I'm coming around to appreciating this first-class product. And liftoff. Yeah. That was a pretty funny interaction, though. I enjoyed that. The weather's not too bad. The brisk autumn breeze is cool against my skin. I gladly inhale the crisp morning air, letting last night's stress melt away. Didn't know I was going to an ASMR channel. The streets are still quiet, which is good. The less there are to see this, the better. Especially when I'm lugging on my back. Let's see here. Where's the repair shop? Memory serve, it should be about 15 minutes away, which is a relief. So I'm not really what you'd call a fit guy. I mean, I'm skinny enough. I'm sure I can sharp this thing much longer. And now this robot's fidgeting. Hold on tighter so you don't fall off. It's like I'm scolding a child. Ah! Hey, stop moving around so much! I could feel the android through my clothes. Its texture feels surprisingly similar to a human's. I'd noticed it yesterday, yet it managed to surprise me again today. It's not the only thing. It's warm to the touch. It feels as if I'm carrying an actual person. Probably just its heating system. That would explain it. Wow, feels just like a real person. I mutter myself absentmindedly. Say what? Good to know. Motherboards and microprocessors using various computer chips. Must be thousands of those inside a single android. Heat emanating from the machine, just warm as human skin. It feels just like us, but it's not a real person, just an elaborate fake. Sometimes I fear what progress of technology would bring to the future. Do you know where we're headed? The robot shakes its head sideways. We're going to a place that'll get you fixed up. When they begin the repairs, you need to be still and quiet, so they won't be distracted. Do you understand? Hey, I'm asking if you understood. Say something. Maybe it took my command literally. Let's hope it got my message. Letting out a frustrated sigh, I resume walking. It'll be about time for my classmates to head in. I begin to hurry so as to avoid running into anyone that might recognize me. I arrive at the place in an aching and huffing mess. Sure has the look of a small antique shop, though mostly dealing in second-hand goods. They do dabble in robot repairs. Whereas there's even a fixture who likes robotics. And he's half decent. Normally, I wouldn't be caught in a place like this, but these are unusual circumstances. What? A customer already? Hold on a second. Talk about a grumpy demeanor. After a while, a man emerges from the back, scratching his head. The fuck are you? He screams douchebag. And judging from that too pleasant expression, I'm pretty sure the guy's not an early riser. Stifling a yawn, he asks, "So, what can I do for you so early in the morning?" I wouldn't move my arms, I just took the android draped over my back with my chin. Can you fix this? Is that an android? Wrapping his tired as he gazes intently at the robot. Let me see here. I don't think I've ever seen this model before. Spot of a glint of curiosity in those sleepy, half-closed eyes of his. The next time we get a loading screen is when I'm ending this off. He looks over to take a closer look. I don't want to keep yawning. Well, I'm stumped. Can't make it out the model. It's probably some obscure model from an unknown company, or it's never actually been released to public. Where'd you get this, kid? Well, how should I play this? He might call the cops, and what I did was clearly illegal. So, what should I say? I found it lying somewhere outside. I would tell the truth. I found it in the junkyard. Junkyard? You don't mean that covers junkyard. Last thumb over shoulder. I'm not exactly sure what he's referring to, but I haven't seen any in the junkyard journey, so yes. That's probably the one. You've got some guts, kid. We know how much the fines are. I know that anything in the world is free as long as you don't get caught. Haha, you're funny, kid. I like that. Well, guess he's cool with it. Wait a minute. What's this? A nasty frown forms on his face. Is something wrong? Yeah, you could say that. Suddenly, he starts fussing like a little kid. What kind of sicko would do this? Just look at it. The whole frame's ruined. It won't even be able to move around properly on its own. He was right. Pretty savvy of him to point that out. I guess he's the real deal after all. Do you think you could fix it? That's not the main issue here. There's something more important. And what's that? Do you have the resolve to take proper care of an android? The resolve? Where'd this come from? Listen, androids break easily. They're fragile. They're sensitive. They're delicate. You get what I'm saying here? He emphasizes his point 3 times. That's how passionate he was about it. You can see that he really loves his robots. At the same time, he's starting to freak me out. He continues to rant. To a lot of people, androids are nothing but fancy toys nowadays. I mean, those kind of folks pay for my food and my bills. But whenever I hear about the habit of mistreating their androids, I tend to lose my temper. They don't understand how important these creatures really are to us. I'd really take a small step back. Creatures. Man just refer to androids as creatures. He's not right in the head. Not in time, there have been people who fall in love with androids. Not just carnal desire. I'm talking about people who are willing to spend the rest of their lives with androids. Treating them as equals. It's a controversial topic that's getting more discussion. It's been an anomaly spawning from an advanced civilization with constant innovation and technology. Someone who's never seen it happen firsthand, I've always refused to believe it. I can't believe such people actually exist. An android simply lacks the intellect to be paired up with a human being. It's nothing but a glorified hunk of metal that can make our lives a bit easier. I've spent my entire life with a monkey. At least monkeys are actual living creatures. And they share many similarities with humans. This is my first-hand experience with such a case. I feel more disappointed than shocked. It's perfectly normal. Guess you can't judge a book by its cover. I can't stop dying, man. I'll get it fixed, but you better treat it right. Got it? Really? I'm not the one who banged it up in the first place. Even so, I feel like it's worth starting an argument over. Just get this over with. Crystal. Yeah! What a great kid. At least you listen when someone tells you something. That's real chummy now. How about lowering your price? Ha! Don't push your luck, kid. That was a full 180. So much for our budding friendship. You know what? Fine. Half price. You're my first customer of the day. I'm relieved to hear that. In discounts, I'm most certainly welcome. Great. Can you have it ready by the end of school? It's a pretty light day, so yeah, it's doable. Push some numbers, then shows me the results. I was planning on charging only about this much. What do you think? I blank out for a bit. There are a lot of video games that I've wanted to buy. I also need to save for new textbooks that I'll be using this year. This robot had better pay for itself. Fine. I'll pay you when I come back. Holding out my treasured pocket watch, I glance at the time. I've wasted too much time here. An outdated gear clocker in this day and age? I like it. It's a nostalgic charm. I'm well aware that these types of watches are hard to find. More importantly, it's my personal way of rebelling against this continuously developing society. Hey, you piece of junk. Can't you hear me? No response. I finally decided to address it by name. Lucy. But immediately reacts. What's with this thing? I'll be back after school. Behave yourself, alright? Android wobbles its head back and forth. I'm hoping it understood me. With that, I leave the shop. Oh boy. I'm sorry for all the yawning. I really am. I don't mean to, but it's like almost 12 or midnight when I'm recording this. And I got other stuff I need to do. You guys are gonna enjoy the a series. This is being recorded on Thursday. You guys are gonna enjoy the series. I think that's gonna come out on Saturday. It's gonna be a throwback. I hightail it towards my high school. I'm in second year. While running, a movie I saw recently springs to mind. An old sci-fi flick set in the year 2050. All these oldies seem to be lacking in one thing: creativity. A few showcase large-scale space battles. Others would have flying vehicles soaring through the sky. Well, guess what? It's 2050. And we don't have moon-sized starships or flying cars zipping around. People still walk to school. People still drive normal vehicles. People still ride bicycles and skateboards. Some people still use old fountain pens or pocket watches like me. But there exists a single piece of technology that's become more prominent in our lives. Androids. They're being used everywhere, around the world. That's one thing these age films got right. Ah, shit. Morning bell snaps me from my river, and I dash straight to my classroom. Please refrain from running in the hallways. A janitor scolded as I rushed past it. This type has facial recognition to reporting transgressor. Like me. Except I simply cover my face. And there's no record. You gotta know how to exploit the system. Safe. Bolstered by my receiver, I strut towards my death with a confident swagger. Oh yeah, that's right. I noticed the teacher's not in yet. I plunked down on my seat while still huffing. That was pretty close. Just sleep in again? A concern-filled voice is coming from the guy sitting next to me. Oh, a clever-looking fellow. People usually refer to him by his nickname, Dr. Gears. Got another yawn coming. I cannot stop yawning. Oh my god. That's because he's a real geek with a burning passion for robots. I, on the other hand, despise robots. While I label myself an introvert, he's very approachable and outgoing. Moreover, our tastes and hobbies differ quite a lot. You'd think we'd have nothing to do with each other. But as they say, opposites attract. I know. Weird, right? No. I just had some business to take care of. Really? This early in the morning? It's a long story. I'm cut short by a middle-aged man making his entry. Our teacher, a female assistant android, trails behind. Let's talk about this later. I send him a signal. He turns a thumbs up. Much time rolls by. I take out my freshly bought pieces of bread. Dr. Gears does likewise with a very appealing lunchbox. Two desks have been joined together. On mine, a couple pieces of fried croquettes. Oh, I hope I said that right. With a carton of chocolate milk. My friend, on the other hand, has quite a tasty spread on his, which seems to be enjoying immensely. This maid android makes it for me every morning, and the food doesn't look half bad. Then again, it looks better to poor schmuck like me who eats bread every day. Problem with your food, or? Never mind. Problem indeed. I bite down on the croquette. What the fuck is going on? Delicately piercing its golden, crispy, warm surface, a savory scent wafts forth. The sweet flavor of the dough mingles with the tantalizing aroma, creating a heavenly mixture. But that's not all. The creme inside unleashes its softness and slowly melting upon my tongue, for the vegetables in the mixture provide a strong, rich flavor. The eggs and mashed potatoes join the flavor, pleasantly blending in with the other ingredients. This refined taste, it must be. Had you go in there, didn't I? Setting aside the sad excuse for a rubber substitute, I pose a question to Dr. Gears. By the way, did you once tell me that you had a lot of androids at home? Huh? Yeah, around 6, I think. That's a high number. Typical household can't afford that many. Remembers that Gears is from a well-to-do family. Man, the sun interest. It's nothing. Oh, wait a minute. He starts grinning like an idiot. Hey, your food's falling out of your mouth, you know. You've taken a liking to androids, haven't you? So you're calling off this little war of ours? More like a temporary truce. Good enough. Androids are simply amazing, you know. They're truly the greatest invention that science has delivered since the beginning of mankind. There are quite a few types. My favorite's the maid models. They take care of all the chores and really know how to cook. Top of that, female runs are pretty crude. Sometimes I find myself admiring their beauty. You've got one sick, twisted mind, Gears. Don't you know that people can achieve inner peace with beauty? It's been proven by science, you know. I shake my head wearily. I do admire his enthusiasm over something so petty, though. Really. Look, it's what's on the inside that counts. What are you talking about? Appearance don't matter. It's still a crummy, stupid robot. Here's an example using people. Let's say there's a person with a pretty face, but he's a man. Does the fact that he's got a woman's face change anything? No. He's ultimately a man. Likewise, even if I see a beautiful android, since it's ultimately a robot, its aesthetics don't matter anymore. It just becomes an illusion. What I'm trying to say is that even if a robot acts like a person, it's not. Therefore, all robots are the same to me, and I dislike them all. I guess you still haven't changed your mind. There has to be a reason why you brought it up, right? Normally you would never talk about it. Well, yeah. If you're looking to buy one, I'm here for you, man. I'll make sure to fill you in on everything you need to know. I'm telling you, you're making the greatest purchase of your life. In response, I rub my cheeks in embarrassment. I'm not exactly looking to buy one. Could it be that you worried about the price, my friend? Don't worry. I have some connections that'll let you have one dirt cheap. As long as I'm with you, there won't be any problems. No, it's not that. There's no need to buy one. Now, just what do you mean by that? Fidgeting awkwardly, I wonder if I should tell everything. I found one somewhere. Found what? An android. You found an android? Yeah. Where? At the junkyard. Oh, you lucky bastard! Is it something like an IDX 358 or 455? What model is it? Something that starts with a P. I can't remember. Someone told me it's a pretty recent model, but I haven't seen anything impressive yet. Might as well give it some time, though. It was free after all. Now you've made me curious. Be sure to pay you a visit soon. He pauses for a moment before continuing, as if he's trying to change the subject. Well, I'm certain happy that you've taken interest in androids, but... But what? But you should be careful. About what? You've seen them on TV, right? People who are obsessed with androids. I think it's really tough to deal with as time goes on. Robots are robots. Humans are humans. Should never forget this boundary between them. Robots are mere tools designed to make our lives easier. Nothing more, nothing less. Me being struck by lightning is more likely. Fall in love with a robot? This is crazy. I know. Of course, I don't expect that to happen to you, of all people. But you know, better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Alright already, I'll keep it in mind. He nods in response. There it is. That's probably a good stopping point. This will be a really good stopping point here. So, like I said, these will be in longer episodes because it's a visual novel, and visual novels usually take a lot longer. So if I ever have like an hour to kill, here we go. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time on Lucy, the eternity that she wished for. Bye.